Hey guys, Cheap Crafting for Beginners here. I know it's been a while since I've done a video on armor or cosplay or anything like that, but that's what we're going to do today. This tutorial is actually a requested one from Shadow of Death, one of my friends on TikTok, and we're going to be doing chainmail, and we're going to have someone passing behind us. We're going to be doing chainmail, or how I use chainmail, because I actually can't do the chainmail weave. I figured out how to implement it in my own armor. That woman that just walked on by managed to figure out in 10 fucking seconds. Yeah, fuck you.
Hi.
Love you, shoot. But, so, she's figured out how to do the European 4-in-1 weave. If you want to do that, then just go find another tutorial, because that's not what we're doing today. Anyways, we will be doing making the chain links all the way through to putting them on the armor and how to do that. So let's go ahead and get started. First, you need to get your rod in your hands.
Really?
No, I'm quite serious about that. You need a metal rod. This is smaller around than my pinky. Just a little bit. But you need to find one that won't allow too much space because you're going to wrap the wire around it. And when it's all said and done, this is what one of the links are going to look like. And this is about my right ring finger's nail across. It's small, which you're going to want. You don't want big links that Blaze will be able to go through. The wire I'm using is tie wire. It's like, I've used a good third of this. It's like $7 down at the hardware store. But it's a very soft wire. You could probably heat treat it and make it more solid, but if you're going to want a harder metal, if you are going to actually put this through punishment. Which, kind of side note, after I'm done with my armor, I am going to take a sword to it just to see if it stands up to punishment. So, that's going to be fun. That's really going to be fun. But, anyways, so, if you want a harder wire, go find that. But what I like about this, for cosplay purposes, is it's a very easy wire to work with. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our rod and we're going to wrap it. So I've got a wire length already done, so we're not going to do very far on this, but you just want to go ahead and anchor it with a finger and just start wrapping the fucker. And probably not with that much length out, but hey. So what you're going to do is, this is a very badly done one, because if you can see it all, there's a lot of length between those. You want to put them as close together as possible, because as you get far, I'm just doing this in a hurry so we can get to the good parts, because I want to edit as little of this video as possible. And by as little, I mean I want to turn it off and then on again when we're actually doing the sewing. Anyways, so you put a lot of effort, far more effort into it than me. And now you have like 20 of these, but they're spread all the way down your rod and you want to condense them so you can keep going. This is why I like the tie wire. You just push on both sides. The reason you don't want to have them out as far as I did is because you see how not uniform of a size they are? How they're misshapen? When you're actually putting them in armor, that's going to play a factor into how uniform the armor is and how it's a pain in the ass if you do it and they're all different sizes. So, we're going to pretend that we did a very long time and we're very careful and wasn't just throwing this in the side of the room where it's going to be lost forever. We're going to pretend that we just spent all that time making this. And if you want to take a closer look, you don't really have a choice. Now this is going to be, for me it was about 10-15 minutes of wire wrapping and condensing. If you do stronger wire, you're going to have a solid rod to put it on, and you're going to be doing a lot of bending with tools. Me, I didn't really have to use my tools on anything. But anyways, so the reason I'm in so much of a hurry is because this battery is trash and my camera is dying. So that's why we're doing this fast. Now, snips. We've got our snips now. And you're going to go down to the part where, you started, so it's got that little You know, I'm a writer, and I'm totally blanking on any and all adjectives on this. So, neat. On the shitty looking piece of tail wire. There we go. It's a good thing I don't rely on this for money. So, we go clip that off to a part where now it actually looks pretty decent. And what we're going to do is, you cannot see that well because I got a shitty camera. The start of the link is right here. We're going to go just beyond that, so we're actually going a little bit in. Otherwise, it's going to be a pain in the ass. Going in, snip, and snip, and I guarantee you, you need a pair of these. Because it is a pain in the ass if you don't. So anyways. Snip, 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 snip. We snipped all the way down. Now we've got a whole bunch of these buggers. And this is where having the pliers that I just lost comes in handy. Ah, there we go. You just straighten them on out. So that little gap is just right across instead of going all wonky. So now it's like that instead of like that. So you just straighten it on till it's there. Use your pliers. Close the gap. Honestly, if you heat treat it, it'll stay there a lot better. Or if you have better wire, it's going to stay there. On cheaper links like this, you're going to have the danger if it's not solidly in place, it's going to come apart on you. I don't really need to worry about that because here in a second after this face of blacking cuts back, you're going to see why I don't really need to worry about them coming apart. Like I said, fade to back, that shit I said. Okay, got our link, right? And this is what I'm doing. I started at the top. Get that on camera. I started at the top. I did a length right on across the neck. This is kind of wonky out here, so I'm not bothering right now. Put 2 links down just so I can kind of get a uniform pattern going down. Then one straight down the bottom, and now I'm just kind of expanding it on out. So what you're going to do, needle and thread. And this is why I said it's a combination of brigandine and chainmail. Brigandine is heavy cloth or canvas or leather, and then small steel plates sewn in, and then another layer of that cloth. So it's like a armor sandwich, which this won't have anything covering it, so I can't really claim that it's a full hybrid. But with sewing the chain links in over cloth, I made it so I don't have to fuck around with the chainmail weave. So what we're going to do is take the link, put on down, and it doesn't matter if it's in a row or you're starting a new one. You're just going to put it on down. And the easiest way I found, you're going to take your needle and thread. You're going to secure at the top of the link. We're going to, oops, I'm going to finish that on up real fast. Thank you. Okay. Come on up from the bottom. I know, you guys can't see very well. I apologize. And I can't sew very well, so I also apologize for that. So you come on up. You secure the top with 1 stitch. And you're going to come to the side. Secured with 1 stitch. That way it's not flapping all over the wind. And when you got it on a new row, it helps because then you can secure that side, the old link side and bottom. So you're giving yourself half the work to do instead of securing all sides of each individual link. Then you come on up to the top. Fully secure that. I do 2 stitches just because double up on protection. Don't do that with condoms, kids. It doesn't work. Ask your health teacher if you want to know why. This isn't that kind of infomercial thing. Anyway, so that's what you do. And you just continue on down. When I start on the front, I'm going to... Ow! Thank you. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and start. I'm going to put my links here, and then down, and then down, and then on across. And I'm just going to keep doing that all the way down. So, but it really doesn't matter. You're just going to want to go from one side all the way to the other, keep doing that. Secure the top, secure the side, secure the top, secure the side, next length, top side, and that's going to give you, again, half the work. It's going to be just as effective. And that is how you can use chain links without actually doing the chainmail. Like I said, I'd like to go ahead and show you guys how to do chainmail. But fuck if I know. But there you go. That is a simple how to make chain links and throw them on top of cloth for armor. And when I actually go ahead and get this done, I promise I will take a video of me hacking at it with a sword and then post the results. So, till next time, guys.